Students, now this is a problem from optics unit where we have to find the location of final image by combination of a thin prism and a thin lens. So all the informations are given in this question, that refractive index of prism is 3 by 2, refractive index of the lens is given as 4 by 3. If you read the question, you will find that focal length of the lens is also given as 15 centimeter, and this point O is at origin of the coordinate system 0, 0. This dotted line, which is the principal axis for lens, is also the coordinate axis x-axis, and the line which is perpendicular to the y-axis is certainly a line which is perpendicular to the x-axis is y-axis. So all these are informations which are given in this question. Now they have asked the value of alpha upon 5 beta, which corresponds to the location of final image. So I will start the solution now. I will start the solution part now. How can you proceed? Well, if I consider a ray which starts from the object and falls on the prism, let us say I consider a ray from the object to the prism. This ray will be deviated by the prism as per the basic nature of prism. This ray will be deviated by some angle, and I will consider one more ray. Which falls on the prism. So this ray will also be deviated, and after deviation I will first calculate the deviation part. Deviation by thin prism is given as the refractive index of prism minus 1 times angle of prism. That's the formula of thin prism deviation. So according to thin prism deviation formula, this mu will be 3 by 2. Prism has a refractive index of 3 by 2. Angle A of the prism is given as 4 degree. So it is nothing but 3 by 2 minus 1 multiplied by 4 degree, which gets 2 degree. And you can convert it into radians. And if I convert it into radians, I get pi over 90 radians. That's the value of deviation by prism in radian unit. Now notice that because of deviation, the rays are slightly, that deviation is very small. If you check, the deviation is just 2 degree. It is only 2 degree deviation. That's not very large deviation. It is only 2 degree deviation. So now a little bit of approximation will be used here. A bit of approximation, which if you deviate this ray by 2 degree angle, if I deviate this ray by 2 degree angle, and if I deviate this ray by 2 degree angle, I would suggest that please use proper pen and pencil, scale, all the geometrical tools. Then only you can convince yourself that after deviation by 2 degree angle, these two rays will fall on the lens. So the rays which are striking or which are incident on the lens are deviated by this prism. So these rays are not directly coming from point O. If I extend back these two rays, they will intersect somewhere on the y-axis. Right? And this point, let's say A, will be treated like object for lens. And why can we treat it like object? Because the lens receives these two rays, which appears to be coming from point A. The two rays which are incident on the lens, they appear to be coming from point A, and therefore point A, as per the definition of object, will be considered as object for this lens. So the object A for this lens is at some height. Let's say the height of object is y. Now I have to find this height. Notice that this ray, let me give some numbers, number 1, and the corresponding deviated ray is number 2. The angle between the ray 1 and ray 2 is only 2-degree angle. So this angle is actually deviation angle. You can denote it a delta angle, which is 2-degree. And if this delta is 2-degree, then this y height can be obtained by a simple geometry. This is 30-degree, this length is 30 centimeter as given in this question. So let me draw a figure for you where I will show how to calculate the value of y. Let's say we have thin prism. This is my point, let's say O. I consider one ray through the base of prism and I consider one more ray to the top of prism. In case of no deviation, these rays will proceed in the straight lines. But due to deviation by very small angle, the two rays are slightly turned. They are deviated by delta angle, and this ray is also deviated by delta angle. After deviation, if I extend the deviated rays to the back side, you get a point here A, and this is the height y. And we are interested in finding y. So if this is delta angle, opposite angle will be delta. This angle will be delta. And this point O, let's say it is at a distance of A. Now I will focus on this triangle. In which this angle is very, very small angle. And if this angle is very, very small angle, then by some approximations you can prove that y equals to this separation small a times delta, where delta must be in radians. For our question, this a is 30 centimeter and delta, which is in radians, is pi over 90 radians. So I will put a 30 centimeter and then delta, which is pi over 90 radians, which I can write is pi over 3 centimeter, because radian is not the SI unit for me. So I can skip the radian unit and you can write it pi by 3 centimeter. Now the next is image formation by this lens. Now notice that point A will be considered object for our lens, and that is at a distance of 30 centimeter from the lens. The separation between prism and the lens is very small. That's given in this question. They are placed close to each other. For clarity of diagram, I have shown some gap here, but from numerical point of view, this gap is negligible. So this point A can be treated at a distance of 30 centimeter from the lens. And now you can take for that lens, if you follow the lens equation, which is 1 over V minus 1 over U, then the object distance for the lens can be considered as minus 30 as per the optic sign convention. Notice that ray is going to the right side. So this direction will be positive and the opposite direction is negative. So according to sign convention, it is minus 30, and now it is 1 over focal length. Since it is converging lens, the focal length is plus 15, and you get a V equals to plus of 30 centimeter. Plus of 30 centimeter, that means the image will be formed on positive side. And further you can find the magnification of image through the magnification, which is defined as V over U, and also the ratio of HI over HO. Then HI, notice that the height of object is this value of y, V is plus 30 and U is minus 30. That means the height of image from the principal axis will be minus times of y. So by this combination you can conclude that these two rays, after convergence from this lens, these two rays will be converged by this lens, and they are converged at a point which is final image capital I, and that final image is at 30 centimeter from the lens. So this final image, it is at a distance of 30 centimeter from this lens, and it has a magnification of -1. Having magnification of -1 means the height of object above the principal axis is the height of image below the principal axis. So if the object is at y distance above principal axis, the image is at y distance below the principal axis. That's the meaning of magnification equals to -1. Linear magnification equals to -1. Now as far as coordinates of this image are concerned, if I want to write the coordinate of image, then the coordinates for image will be measured from the system origin of coordinate system, and from this origin this image will be at a distance of 30 plus 30, which is 60 centimeter now. So the coordinates for the image can be written as 60 comma, notice that it has a negative y coordinate now, and that negative y coordinate is minus, and the value of y is nothing but pi by 3 in radians. Now if I compare with the information given in this question, then alpha is our 60 and then beta equals to 3. So the value of alpha is 60 and the value of beta comes as 3. So now if alpha as per this question is 60 and beta as per this question is 3, then alpha over 5 times beta is coming as 4, and that's the answer for this question. So this was the whole method for solving the image formation. I strongly recommend you and suggest you to draw this diagram using protractor, pencil, compass, so that you can turn the rays by 2-degree angle, 3-degree angle, and then you can convince yourself that yes, after deviation by this prism, the deviated rays will intersect at a point which will be very close to the object O and at a very small height, right? So this was the main concept. I hope it is clear to you. Still not clear, you can write a message to me. Till then, take care, bye bye, stay at home.